everyone, Miss Pritchard here, and we are going to do some phonics together. You're going to need a sheet of paper or something to write on, and you'll need a pencil or a pen to write with. So please pause now and go and collect these bits. Fab, let's get started. So last week we talked about the ul sound at the end of words, and we learnt that this could be spelt with an EL or it could be spelt LE. So we did learn a little bit of a rule. We know that in English sometimes the rule doesn't work and we have to have a little think and look at our words and go, that doesn't look quite right. But most of the time this rule does work. So if we have a letter that is an ascending letter, that's tall, or if it is a descending letter, if it has a tail, does it have the LE ending or the EL ending most of the time? Can you tell me? A tall ascending letter or a long descending letter would have the LE ending most of the time. Fantastic. Okay, if we had a letter that would sit inside those middle handwriting lines, a round letter that's not tall and ascending and isn't long and descending, then it would normally have the EL ending. Really well remembered. So I would like for you to have a go on your paper, and I'd like you to draw this table. You're going to have EL on one side and LE on the other side. Please pause your video and draw this. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to give you some words that we talked about last week, and they will either end LE or they will end EL. Okay, and I'd like you to have a go at writing them and put them on the correct side of your table. Let's get ready. If you need a little bit longer, don't worry, just pause the video, there's no rush. Superstars, let's go. So my first word then is the word puddle. Puddle. I might jump in a puddle. Puddle. Super, I'm about to do the next word, just pause if you need to, okay guys? The next word is squirrel. Squirrel, so sometimes in our field we can see a squirrel run along. Squirrel. Fabulous. The next word, bottle. Bottle. So at school you have a bottle of water. Bottle. Super. The next word is table. So I'm sure lots of you right now are sitting at a table to do your work. Table. Excellent. Two more words. The next word is kneel. Kneel. So you might kneel down if you needed to tie your shoelace. Kneel. Just a little tip. This one's got a tricky sound at the start too. Kneel. Excellent. And our final word for this part of the session is the word jewel. Jewel. So this word is jewel as in if you had a jewel on a piece of jewellery. Okay, it might be a diamond or a sapphire or a big ruby. A jewel. The Queen might have lots on her crown. Have a go. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to show you now what I think your table should look like. So these are the words and their spellings. You can pause the video and check yours. If there's any that you've not got quite right, you could have a minute just to practice them and see if you can work out the mistake that you made. Did you forget that our tall ascending letters and our long descending letters needed to have the LE spelling pattern? Have a quick look. Were there any other mistakes that you made that you can have a practice of? Super, so well done. It's really good to practice the ones that we've already learnt so that our brains can remember them. Now, we've said that we can have two spelling patterns so far for the ul sound at the end of the word. We can have EL or LE, but there are two other ones, so we're going to talk about one of them now. So the one we're going to discuss today is the AL spelling pattern at the end of words. Now this one does follow the same rules as for the EL spelling pattern, so it will be usually following letters that are round, that sit inside those handwriting lines, not tall ones and not low descending ones, okay? The tricky thing is, it's not very easy to tell whether a word should end in EL or AL. Okay, so we have to listen really carefully, because if a word ends in AL, then we will be able to hear the ul sound a little bit more harshly. Okay, my top tip for this is when you are writing, if you're writing some sentences and you want to use one of these words, I would try both ways on a sheet of paper. I would try AL and EL and see which one you think looks right. Okay, but this is a trickier spelling pattern to work with. We are going to be spelling a few words now that all have the AL spelling pattern at the end, so they will all end AL. So I'm going to read the words out to you. I would like you to have a go at writing them. You can pause the video just like we did before. Then I will show you a list of them and then I will set you a challenge. Let's get started, Year 2. So the first word that I would like you to write, please, is animal. Animal. You can hear I've made a really, really strong ul sound at the end of there. Animal. Really strong ul sound. Have a go at writing that word. Animal. Super. Pause if you need to. Absolutely no rush, okay guys? The next word is final. Final. Oh, you can really hear that ul when I'm saying it at the end, can't you? Final. And that means like the end of something. So if it's the final episode of your favourite TV show, it's the last one. Or if it's the final day of the week, it's the last day of the week. Final. Super. I'm going to move on, but pause if you need to. My next word is natural. Natural. Listen carefully. It sounds like it has a ch sound in, but you're going to have to think really carefully because it does not have the ch digraph ch. Natural. So that's things in nature. So you might go out to find some natural objects to make a collage with, so you might find some leaves or some conkers that have fallen onto the ground. Natural. Lovely. Pause if you need to. I'm going to move on to the next word. My next word is several. Several. Now several means if you have a few of something. So if I were to have a few sweets in my pocket, I might say, oh, I've got several sweets. Or if you were to be playing with more than perhaps two people, you might say, I'm playing with several friends. Several. Excellent. I'm going to move on to my final word. Oh, did you hear? Final. I'm using that word here. Final word. And my final word is floral. Floral. And that means that something has got a kind of flowery pattern to it. So you might have a floral quilt on your bed, or you might wear a floral shirt, or you might have floral wallpaper. It's got a flowery pattern to it. Floral. Excellent. Okay, pause if you need to. You might want to go back and just have a little check through your words and see that you're happy with them. If not, I'm going to show you how those words are spelt. So we have got, at the top of my list, I've got animal, animal, and you can see it's got my AL spelling pattern at the end, because you can really hear when I say animal. There's a really clear L sound at the end. I've got final, F-I-N-A-L, final, okay, something that happens at the very end, or the very last thing to happen, and again it's got my A-L spelling pattern. Then I've got natural. It sounds like that ch sound, doesn't it? When we say it, we really hear a ch sound, but it is spelt N-A-T-U-R-A-L, natural, okay. Then I've got the word several, so something that's more than two things really, several. S-E-V-E-R-A-L. And again, you can really hear that all sound at the end. And you'll notice none of the letters coming before my all at the end are tall ascending letters or low descending letters. They're all those round letters, okay? My last word, or my final word, was floral. F-L-O-R-A-L, floral. Okay, if you want to pause now, you could have a look at the words and check yours. You might want to have a look and see if there's any that you've made a mistake on that you'd like to have a practice. Fantastic. Okay, so your challenge for today that we would love for you to send in to us at school is to use these words to write some really, really super sentences. Okay, so think about how you could use them in a really exciting sentence. Could you add in an expanded noun phrase, perhaps? Could you turn them into a story? Could you ask questions using them? Could you label something in your home using some of these words? It's totally up to you, but we would like to see them in some super sentences, okay? Remember, when you're writing those sentences, we want to see those capital letters, we want to see finger spaces and full stops. We also want to see that really, really beautiful handwriting that we know you are all working so, so hard on. Okay, so your challenge for today is to use the words that you have been practicing in some super sentences. Please send them in to us. We can't wait to see them, and I hope you have a super day, and I will see you very soon. Bye.